You may already have noticed some subtle differences in the weather today when you compare with the last couple. Good for some, not for others. But almost universally it's either a warm or a hot day. The breeze in the southeast of England makes it feel less oppressive than yesterday. It's warmer in a good part of Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. But it's also more humid for more of us. Now, if this is all too much for you, then I'm afraid there's worse to come. But if you look at the forecast for high temperatures, by the time we get to the end of Wednesday and Thursday, we've lost the extremes of both heat and humidity. But that is then, and this is now. We have at the moment increasing humidity, rather more cloud on its way, and increasing chance of rain, particularly tonight and tomorrow for virtually all of us at some time. And the onset of this rain is actually quite thundery. It's been pretty vicious just to the west of Northern Ireland all morning, and just recently in Wales and the southwest of England the same thing has happened. Now, not all the showers are thundery, and not much rain is coming out of them, I have to say, and it's an improving situation in Northern Ireland. But this line that runs from the West Country to South Wales has been moving in and turning thundery in the last hour. Now, if you're on the eastern side of England, this grey cloud is a familiar sight. It's been there for a couple of days and it's hard to push it away, but it is going. It'll be gone from most of the East Midlands, from Lincolnshire and a good part of Yorkshire this afternoon. The onshore breeze means it's cooler on the coast. It's pretty warm inland. Actually, it's fairly pleasant, I would say. Now, the line of thunder I mentioned over Wales is steadily moving in, so you might well hear a crack or have a bit of rain this afternoon, anywhere from southern England through the Midlands to northern England. But for most of us, not much will happen by day. It all looks an ideal recipe for a high pollen index. Now, you may have noticed it, particularly in Scotland, but on the whole, unless you're next to a field that's been cut for hay, the pollen index actually at the moment is not that high. Tonight the thunder really looks likely to set in. It's coming up from France now, so southern England is in the firing line. There could be some pretty heavy downpours from that. Same is quite possibly true in western Scotland, and anyway, and particularly in the cities, it'll be a humid and oppressive night and warmer than the last couple, which means a pretty grotty start tomorrow. But in contrast to the last few, it'll be the western side of England and Wales that's covered in cloud, possibly fog with spots of rain, and may well be that Tyneside starts off beautifully sunny. But the morning's thunder is likely to break out anywhere in central and eastern England throughout the day, and these could give decent amounts of rain virtually anywhere. Nasty to drive through that, in contrast to what will probably happen today. So tomorrow is the day where we're most likely to get some rain, and the humidity and the heat are at their most oppressive on the eastern side of England tomorrow. It's a little fresher further west. Arguably it's rather nicer further west, particularly in Northern Ireland. 20 to 24 will be typical, and lower humidity than it's going to be the case in the immediate future. Wednesday's still fairly messy, but a little less humid, I think. Unfortunately, a rather familiar sight greets eastern England and eastern Scotland. Thursday, the heat is still there. Humidity has gone to some degree. Not a bad bit of summer, but by no means wall-to-wall sunshine. So it's the next couple of days we need to get through. Then we lose the humidity and it's back to a nicer bit of summer. Darren.